And welcome back to World Warships with your host, XBradTC. You know, for my money, probably the hardest role to successfully play in World Warships is as a cruiser captain. Yeah, you got the firepower, but you don't have as much armor. You don't have as much repairability. And here we're looking at a Tier 8 where they do have the damage repair party. We're actually looking at Kitwar in the Tier 8, or actually, what is that? Tier 7? Tier 8 Atago. One of the ARP ships, which, because I didn't have the ARP port turned on, it just looks like a regular old Miyoko. I mean, how many times have I posted short videos of cruisers getting citadeled, sunk, blasted out of the water? Merely to survive a game is a challenge in a cruiser. And as a guy who's managed to grind his way from Tier 1 to Tier 10 in the American cruiser line, I'm always impressed when I see somebody play a good cruiser game. I'm a battleship guy. I mean, no two ways about it. I can do okay with destroyers, but I'm just dipping my toes into the carrier world. But let's face it, I play battleships. Kitwar, who we see here, is a cruiser guy. He loves his cruisers. I mean, more than once we featured Kitwar earning the Kraken with a cruiser on this channel. Japanese cruisers, starting at Tier 5, get 203mm guns. The Atago, the Miyoko class, has 10 of them and 5 twin turrets. 3 forward, 2 aft. They also have an impressive torpedo armament. Man, look at that. I ain't even fired a shot yet and somebody's already tagged him. Torps out. Stays undetected for a little while. Working at gaining control of the cap point. Most of his team has worked their way down the western edge of the map, heading towards Bravo. And Kitwar's kind of lagging up north and gonna interdict the bad guys working around the Charlie area. Alright, well, 4 turrets out. HE in the tubes, reload with AP. 1 decent hit. Man, if that had been AP loaded, probably would have gotten some good damage done. Can't quite tell what that is he's shooting at. Doesn't matter, because the Azumo deleted him. One, two, three, four, 5 enemy ships in front of him. Very wisely going to back down and get behind the island. Try and minimize the damage he's taking. He's taking a lot of bounces. Do you believe that's a Des Moines he's getting shot at by? So here we are. We're 5 minutes into the match. He's only done 1089 damage. Done 1,000 damage. Can't get the shells over the island. But he's also decided, apparently, that the important thing right now is minimize the damage he's taking. The longer you last, the greater impact you can have on the battle. Let's take a look, see if you can get a torpedo shot over there. Not going to happen. Just going to squirt out. Look at that broadside. It's just begging to be citadeled. Unfortunately, he's disappeared in the smoke. Torps out. The rear turrets fire. Nope, 3 over pens. Disappointing engagement. Especially since he just took considerable damage. Lost a third of his health for very little return. On the other hand, 3 citadels on a blind shot did something on the order of 19,000 damage. You see the firepower of the Des Moines. It is brutal. And we snuck a torpedo into somebody. A couple of them. Not sure who we got. There was another cruiser back there who was hiding in the smoke. But sticking around there was a bad idea. Enemy Yogi. Score Citadel on him. You still see the fire from the Des Moines pouring in. And I think that's going to do it. Yep, that's one. He's undetected again. There's the Des Moines, but he's hidden. Critically low health on the Des Moines, but he can't get a shot at him. Wants to polish him off. Takes a speculative shot, but no, that's not going to do anything. Let's work our way south a little bit, see what else we can do to support the team. Can we squirt some torps through the gap? We'll take a shot. You never know, might get lucky. HE out on the Tirpitz, but the Tirpitz is dead long before the shells even get there. And at this point in the game, I was begging him, please use your damage repairability. He finally does. Get him slightly back over 50% of his health. Alright, what can we shoot at next? North Carolina? Still looking at the Des Moines. Des Moines is very low on health and very wisely staying out of direct line of sight. Come on. Give me the shot. Give me the shot. Give me the shot. Let me kill this guy. Nope, somebody else got it. The Izumo again deleting the enemy. Teams ahead on ships, a little bit ahead on points, but not in control of enough cap points. Just in case, we're going to put some torps into the smoke. Probably a British cruiser hiding in there. Blind shot, see if that does anything. And it does. He actually gets a couple of hits in there. North Carolina takes a big shot at him. AP rounds clear the tubes, reload with HE, dodge the return fire as best you can, and 6 hits. Very good. Unfortunately, most of those shots went into the island. Japanese cruisers, man, I mean, they're like your mom, everybody penetrates them. But they've got good speed, fair maneuverability, good hit on the cruiser. Got lucky there. That should have been a lot more damage. Setting up the torpedo shot, take the torpedo shot, and multiple citadels for the kill. Devastating strike, close range, 10 203mm guns, right in the guts. Yeah, it's going to do damage. I mean, when you get into a knife fight like that, those 203mm guns have... I mean, you can citadel in Iowa with this thing. And here we are. We're, what, 12 minutes in the match? He's done 100,000 damage. Only 3 ships on his team left. Looking a little grim, though we've managed to get 2 caps. There's a destroyer hiding in that smoke. And Kitwar decides, rather than ignore the threat, he's going to go hunting. Got HE loaded. We know a destroyer's in there. We don't have radar, but we can definitely go chase this guy down. And it's not gonna. And it's a fairly low health destroyer. As long as we don't blunder into torpedoes, we're going to be in a pretty good position here. And the enemy's smoke screen means they can't detect our approach. So it's going to be a knife fight when we pop out. Alrighty. Where are you at, buddy? Come out of the smoke screen, and we're detected, and there he is. Secondary start going off. HE's going out, and he's done. That's 3. Nicely done. In the meantime, his teammates have actually managed to give him an edge. We're up 3 ships to 2. The enemy, what is that? Yabuki? Let's get this guy burning. Nope, clean miss. What can you say? Like I said, life of a cruiser skipper is tough. Using the island to shield himself. There we go, got a fire started. Put the fire out. Another broadside. One battleship and 1 cruiser on each team. Angled just enough to get the rounds out. Scoring hits, but not doing a lot of damage. Enemy battleship is having a lot of fun. Lost sight of him because the island in the way. Have a pretty good idea where he is. Don't want to get too close. In the meantime, the friendly battleship, before he died, managed to put some serious hurt on this guy. Torpedoes out. Angled enough that the return fire wasn't too bad. And at this point I'm begging him, you know what? There we go. Finally, use your damage repair team. Enemy Kutuzov now is becoming the big threat. That constant volume of HE fire. And if he gets set on fire anytime soon, he's in trouble because he's got, minute and 15 seconds until that comes off cooldown. Sneaks a torp into the enemy battleship, polishes them off. It's one-on-one. They're both low health cruisers. Pretty sure the Kutuzov actually has the range advantage here, as longer range guns. Outside detection range, both ships are undetected. Kitwar's got to close the range to get the Kutuzov in sight. Trying to keep the guns angled pretty close to where he thinks he's going to pop out. He's going to have to make a little bit of a turn. But this is a straight up duel. Who will be the quick draw? Either ship is fired in about, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. So detection range has shrunk back down. And it's just a question of who's up. And he is broadside on. AP out. Just the forward turret. Good hit. Scored a Citadel. Got lucky. Rear turrets go. Takes a hit and return. And nope, that's going to do it. Kraken unleashed. Dreadnought. Devastating strike and Confederate. 150,000 damage. 101 gun hits. 3 torpedo hits. 5 incaps. 5 kills. 2 fires. 3 floodings. 12 Citadels. An incredible 12 Citadels. Defended the base 13 times and even got 2 secondary battery hits. Not surprisingly, came in top of the team with 3,000 base XP, a wonderful example of cruiser gameplay. And the only surviving member of his team. Made 360,000 credits, 13,000 XP, and 1,362 free XP. I believe there was something of a bonus going on. And seriously, 55,000 damage to the Minotaur, 36 to the Izumo, 15,000 to the Megami, 10,000 to the Kutuzov. These are serious kills. He was not screwing around. Well done to Kitwar for a fantastic display of how to drive a Japanese cruiser. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you soon.